Hey everyone, happy Monday. Today is Monday, February 22nd, 2021. This is my Monday market commentary. To begin this commentary, let's start with what happened last week in the markets. Markets were a little bit up and down for the week. The Dow Jones Industrial was the only index that was positive. Granted, it was positive by only 0.16% for the week. The Nasdaq was down and the S&P was down. So a little bit of a mixed bag. But when we take that in a bigger perspective, all three of the major indexes, the Dow, the S&P, the Nasdaq, all of them are positive to begin the year. The Dow's up 3%, the S&P's up 4%, the Nasdaq's up 5% to begin the year. And remember, we've had a lot of ups and downs along that way to begin this new year. And so even with all that volatility and the ups and downs, all three major indexes are positive to begin the year, which is a great sign to begin the year. Now, let's talk about sectors. There's been changes in the sectors to begin the new year, and that's what I want to share with you in this Monday market commentary. As a recap, how we invest is through a relative strength sector rotation model. How that works is this: we want the strongest sectors and we want the strongest investments within those strongest sectors. There's 4 new top sectors. Some of them will continue to be what we've heard in the past, but there are a few that are brand new to the mix. The strongest sector right now, consumer cyclical. What do I mean by consumer cyclical? What sectors or what industries are within that sectors? Think online shopping, online retail, Amazon, all the stores we go to online. Online shopping is that in part of that. Restaurants is part of that. Video games is part of that. Home builders, home construction is part of that. Automobile sales is part of that. So the things that typically do well in the beginnings, after I should say, of a recession, people are starting to go back to restaurants. People are starting to buy new cars again now that they know that, hey, there's light at the end of the tunnel. People are starting to shop again. People are starting to build homes so that people can buy homes again. Those are usually the first places that we see direct positive impact after a recession, and that makes sense that that's the number one sector right now. Number 2 sector, technology. We all know it's been there for a long time. It continues to remain one of the strongest sectors out there. That is the internet. That's the big internet companies, software, cybersecurity, semiconductors, the chips we use for our phones. Technology is number 2. Number 3 is energy. We've talked about clean energy. That's what I mean by energy right now. Is for the most part, it's about solar, wind, water. For many of you, we've begun to add that into client portfolios. If it makes sense for a portfolio, we'll have that conversation. And number 4, basic materials. Now, what is basic materials? Well, that's lithium, that's copper, that's nickel, and also too that includes agriculture as well. But usually it's the big metals: nickel, copper, lithium. They've done very well here to begin the new year. And think of it, a lot of those metals are up in the technology spaces. Lithium is used in pretty much every single electric car, lithium-ion batteries. And so we're starting to see a mixture now of some of these metals being used because there's a lot more demand for these clean energy investments in clean energy products. Lastly, as if you paid attention, healthcare is not up there. Healthcare has been up there for the last 1.5 to 2 years. Not there now. And so that's something to pay attention to. For those of you who have healthcare in the portfolios, we're going to keep it. This doesn't mean that it's not going to continue to have positive returns, hopefully. It just shows that these are the 4 strongest sectors now moving forward. And so we'll focus on those if they make sense to for your portfolios moving forward. But nonetheless, just want to share that with you. I hope you have a great start to your week. Take care. I'll talk to you soon. Have a good one. Bye-bye.